although several musicians were sitting in the corner, playing their flutes and violins as fast as possible. My torturer was lounging in a plush green velvet chair a few feet away. Out of the corner of my eye, I spotted a flash of silver zooming toward me. I grimaced again, knowing what was coming next, but I didn't move out of the way. Thump! The blunt end of a silver cane stabbed into my right thigh. The poke wasn't quite hard enough to bruise, but it was definitely forceful enough to get my full attention. I staggered to the side, but I didn't stop dancing. That would only make her poke me again even harder. "Don't let your mind wander, or your gaze," she snapped. "You must focus on the dance and the dance alone." I opened my mouth to snipe that it was hard to focus when she kept stabbing me with her bloody cane, but she cut me off. "And don't even think about talking back to me." "Yes, my lady, your wish is my command, and your happiness is my utmost concern, and only true joy," I wheezed, then lifted my hand and snapped off a mocking salute to her. Over in the corner, one of the musicians guffawed, the sound even louder than the quick melody. My torturer turned her stern gaze in that direction. The musician started, surprised by her sudden, unexpected attention, and his bow slipped off his violin strings, causing a sharp, ear-splitting screech. "Enough!" she snapped. "That's enough! Stop playing!" The music abruptly cut off, and silence dropped over the dance hall, the sudden quiet seeming even more deafening than the boisterous notes. I stopped dancing, dropped my head, and put my hands on my hips, trying to get my breath back. The woman sitting in the velvet chair stabbed her cane against the floor and climbed to her feet. She was dressed in a dark green tunic, along with black leggings and low black heels that made her almost 6 feet tall. Her wavy, coppery hair brushed the tops of her shoulders, and her golden amber gaze was sharp and critical. Wrinkles grooved into her bronze skin. But her 60-something-year-old body was strong and muscled, and she didn't really need her cane, other than to poke me, of course. The woman eyed me a moment, then focused on the musicians again. The ogre face on her neck kept staring at me, though, almost as if it could sense my unkind thoughts about its mistress. All morphs had some sort of tattoo-like mark on their bodies that indicated what creature they could shift into. My torturer's mark was a snarling ogre face with the same coppery hair and amber eyes that the woman herself had. The ogre's eyes narrowed, and its lips drew back, revealing its many pointed teeth. The creature wasn't happy with me either. Despite the disapproving glower, I winked at the ogre. I was rather incorrigible that way. Morph marks often mirrored the expressions and emotions of their human counterparts, and the ogre rolled its eyes just like its mistress had more than once during my training session. Lady Xenia, my torturer/dance instructor, stabbed her cane at the musicians. "Leave us, now!" She didn't have to tell them twice. The musicians clutched their instruments, grabbed their sheet music off the metal stands, and scurried out of the dance hall. The violinist, who'd laughed at my cheeky salute, gave me a sympathetic look, and I winked at him too. He grinned back, then fled with the others. Xenia turned and stabbed her cane at me. The ogre head on top of the silver stick matched the morph mark on her neck. "You shouldn't encourage the musicians. They're here to work, not laugh at your pitiful attempts at humor." I sidestepped her cane, limped over to a bench, picked up a towel, and wiped the sweat off my face and neck. "Since when is dancing so much bloody work? Dancing should be fun." She shook her head. "No, the dance and falter is not fun. Not for you, Evie. Not if you want to gain that alliance with Queen Zarisa." "She's your cousin. Can't you convince..."